universe is working to give you everything you have ever wanted and more. It's you that sabotages it when you start doubting yourself. It's you that sabotages it if it doesn't happen. People say that manifestation is like a pregnancy. You conceive the desire or the reality just like you conceive a baby, but no one is sat there thinking, when is the baby gonna come? Why isn't it here yet? This baby needs time to grow. You're already in the reality where you're having the baby, right? You are not thinking about when it's going to happen. You simply let it unfold. You don't constantly go to the doctors asking them to check that the baby is still there. This is exactly what it's like when we decide that we want a certain reality and we believe it's going to happen. We step into the reality where the thing is going to happen, but by you doubting yourself then, you're taking yourself back into the other reality where it's not going to happen, because that's the vibration of your frequency at that point. For example, if you start treating yourself like you're not pregnant, you risk losing the baby. We have to act accordingly in order to assist with the pregnancy, or you would cause a miscarriage. Exactly like with your desire. If you act like it's not going to happen and you therefore show the universe signs that you don't believe it's going to happen, the universe is simply just getting the frequency of I don't have it, and therefore you are then going to be locked into the old reality where you weren't going to get it. You can't be in between two parallel realities. You have to be in one or the other, and if you decide it's going to happen, you therefore have to live out that reality until the actual thing unfolds. It's usually other people that make the thing happen as well. It's not even usually you, so you can literally just sit back and wait to receive the thing. For example, in Neville Goddard's story where he was with Abdullah and he wanted to go back to his home country, it was his brother that therefore at Christmas time then sent him a letter and said, do you want to come back here? And then he got the wish that he wanted because he believed it was going to happen. And Abdullah kept saying, you are already there. And Neville never realised what this meant until he started doing sats and he started to realise that he had to live out the actual state that is going to happen, because this is the reality where it happens. And then as the other person that usually makes it happen, you usually don't have to do anything. It's usually someone else that comes up to you, so you literally just have to wait for those events to unfold. As I'm about to demonstrate, right, everything is made up of vibration and frequency. We know this. Everything is energy. All of the atoms around us, we're all made up of atoms, and atoms is always vibrating at a certain frequency. Everything is made up of energy. Most energy travels at the speed of light, and light travels the shortest path. See? This is my diagram for today. Light travels the shortest path. No matter where you are in the world, energy travels the speed of light. So this is you. This is, for instance, if you're trying to manifest a house and it's on the other side of the world and you're like, how am I ever going to get there? Like, it's on the other side of the world. If you literally sat here right now and you shined a torch, you are literally, that is going to travel the speed of light and it's going to hit your house. If there was a torch that could do that, for example. Light always travels the shortest path. So when you believe that something is going to happen, it will happen in the shortest way possible. You will literally believe now that it's going to happen, and it will unfold instantly if you fully 100% believe that it's going to happen, because this is the reality. There is infinite realities out there right now, and if you believe with 100% conviction that this is the reality where it's going to happen, and you therefore consciously step into that reality, then that reality is going to hold the thing that you want, and it's going to happen simultaneously, like literally instantly. If you want to step into a reality where you're 50-50 in and out, whether you want it, you don't want it, you doubt it, you don't doubt it, then you're constantly going to be adjusting into realities where it doesn't happen straight away, or you're going to be dibble-dabbling in and out the old reality and the new reality, and therefore you're never given the new reality chance to unfold. Does that make sense? So if light travels at the shortest path and energy travels at the speed of light, then essentially in energy form, you are in the house already. The moment you decide that you want that desire, the energy travels at the speed of light and it's literally there instantly almost. Again, however long it takes for the speed of light to get to your desire. You are already one, right? Think of it in terms of quantum physics. Like there's two particles and they become one instantly through traveling at the speed of light and energy. You are literally already one. The only thing that's restricting you from being in that house in that moment once you've decided that you want it is your physical body. If we knew how to time travel, and if we knew how to make it so that the human body could travel at the speed of light and it could physically handle that on a physics level, then we could be in the house instantly, right? You could literally time travel, but obviously they haven't invented that yet. They don't understand quantum physics yet, so therefore you can't actually physically be in the house instantly, right? I couldn't say I wanted to be in Florida right now and then the next second I'm in Florida. Energetically, you're in Florida already. Hence why Abdullah said to Neville Goddard in the very beginning when he was coaching him, you are already in Barbados. As soon as you decide you're in Barbados, energetically, you are in Barbados. The only thing that's restricting you is your physical being. And then again, his brother said to him, come back to Barbados for Christmas, and then he physically got a ship and went to Barbados. But all Abdullah said to him was, you are in Barbados. If you want to be in Barbados, you're in Barbados already. Do you know what I mean? On an energetic frequency term, you're already there. So literally just allow the events around you to allow your physical body to therefore manifest into the desire. That's all you have to wait to unfold, is for you to physically, the world around you to mold into your desire, and therefore make you, your physical body, the only limitation we physically have in order for that to get there. That's all you have to wait for. For example, Neville got on a ship and then physically sailed there. Therefore, as soon as you decide that you want to manifest the thing and you believe it's going to happen, the reality that you step in once you believe is going to be the shortest path. There is no, light doesn't travel left, right, center. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't take corners, it goes straight there. So as soon as you step into that reality, you step into that belief that it's going to happen, everything will unfold in the shortest, quickest way possible, as long as you allow it to. Remember, the only thing that's going to make it so that you don't step into that reality is through doubt and disbelief. That is the only thing that's going to propel your energy backwards and into another reality where it doesn't happen as fast. You know what that shortest path is for you. Right now, if you think of your desire, for example, a house, you want this house for free, you want to win the house, whatever, right? You know the shortest path to get there. But when you start doubting, this is what happens. Just here, see, this is what happens, right? When you start doubting, you therefore go to the side and you're like, and then you make excuses like, it wasn't meant to happen. It wasn't meant for me right now. Like, no, you decide what your reality is. There is nothing that is going to stop you if you decide that this is the reality where it's going to happen, and you start living that out and you start waiting for the events to unfold beneath your eyes. So this is the whole thing about letting go. You're not letting go of wanting it, you're just letting go of how it's going to happen. That is it. That is literally all you need to know about law of attraction. You just believe it's going to happen, you step into the reality and you live out the reality on a day-to-day life, because you know this is the reality where it begins to unfold. As soon as you start doubting, like it's going to go left, right, center, you're going to step into another reality, then back into the one, then another one, and you make out, you come up with excuses like it wasn't meant to happen right now. This was meant to happen, like something else was better for me, something was better for me. Like, no, if you want it, the simplest laws of the universe, if you want it, you get it. So therefore you have to be careful what you wish for. Literally, that is it. You have to be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. If you don't get it, it means you didn't believe it was going to happen. Therefore, you weren't living in the reality that it was going to happen. Light doesn't travel like this. You are literally going to go straight there. The only thing that's going to stop you is literally you doubting yourself in the meantime, right? This is what happens when you don't believe, sorry. Your brain, this is your brain, right? 50-50. I believe and I don't believe. Half of you believes it's going to happen, half of you doesn't believe it's going to happen. So what's going to happen, right? This is your higher self, so you want to transcend into your higher self, aka the reality where you get it all, and you're living in your most happiest, fulfilled life, whatever that is for you. This is your current desire down here. This is the higher self. This is propelling you upwards, your 50% beliefs that it's going to happen. These are the beliefs where you don't believe it's going to happen. They're pulling you down. So what are you stuck in? You're stuck in limbo. You're stuck doing nothing. You're stuck in the in-between reality. You're not in the new reality, instead you're probably stuck in the old reality, or some sort of reality in between where you're getting signs that it's going to happen and then it doesn't happen, and then you get more signs it's going to happen and then it doesn't happen, because you're stuck in the limbo reality where it is happening one minute and then it's not happening another minute. That's literally you just floating between the realities that you do want and then floating between the realities where it doesn't happen. If you don't believe, then you need to be doing shadow work. You need to be working out where your beliefs are lacking, where the doubt is lacking, and it's usually to do with deservingness and worthiness, in which case we have been taught that throughout our lives through teachers, parents, or we've just learned through societal beliefs that we aren't deserving of it, right? But if you had 100% belief system and 100% conviction, this is the simplest thing ever. You literally don't need to have any training. It's literally the laws of the universe. You literally just choose to live in that reality and then it will happen, and you wait for the events to unfold. Don't look for signs, don't look for this, that and the other, because anything that you find yourself convincing that it's going to happen is coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of you trying to convince yourself that it is going to happen, and if you need convincing, then you don't fully believe at all. You can believe in the beginning. Already you choosing that you want the thing is you believing that it's going to happen, but that decision in the first place will already put you in the reality. You deciding and choosing that it's going to happen is already you believing. It's what happens after that matters on whether that is actually going to unfold or not. If you choose it's going to happen, you choose you want this for your future, you have to live out that future knowing it's going to happen. Because if you choose it's going to happen and it starts to happen and you're in the reality, but then you begin to doubt it, you therefore then step back into the old reality. I hope it all makes sense, but if you have any comments, let me know down below. If you want to work one-on-one, then obviously I have the Passive Princess package if you want to work one-on-one on your desires. And if you realise your beliefs and the things that are basically putting you between your desires, then obviously we can work on those through that packages, and we do custom affirmation rampages and stuff like that. So that's available for those that want the extra help. But other than that, I hope the video helped you a lot, and I hope it made sense on the most simplest of forms. It's literally the only law of attraction video that you'll ever need to watch. Just rewatch this, save it for later, and the more you watch it, the more you'll probably understand. Look into the basics of quantum physics, you'll start understanding how that works as well. That's the only thing that convinced my partner that manifestation works, is when he started to delve deeper into quantum physics, and then he was like, yeah, this actually makes sense. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye bye.